Hey, good morning. Fellow bipeds, um, binoculars, bi, like bis for two ears, two eyes, two nostrils and one nose, two arms, two legs, two lungs, two kidneys. I'm forgetting something, I'm sure. Uh, Two shoulders, two jugulars, two halves of the brain. A friend of mine, Kim Herschel Widmer, her daughter is going to have twins any moment now. That'll be double the pleasure, double the fun. Anyway, it is August 5th, 2023. Um, it's about 20 of 10 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Southeastern Pennsylvania, Coatesville Airport, Joe Carlson Airport, whatever the hell they call it. They've got like a million names. That's not the right name of the airport. Okay, why don't you tell me what the right name of the airport is? And then I'll know the wrong answer. I want the wrong answer. That's what you're giving. All right, so my car is idling like a sewing machine. It's amazing. At 186,000 miles, the air conditioning works in this car like it's brand new. It's a Toyota Solara, which is a two-door Camry. If you say Camry, then it's a sedan, four doors. If you say Solara, it's a Camry, but it's two doors. Best car, except for maybe the Ford Torino that took me across the country and back when I didn't know anything about cars. At Ford, that car had a heart of gold, but this one does too. It's amazing. I can't believe. A lot of it has to do with the fuel injection instead of carburetors. The carburetors are horrible. Thank goodness that fuel injection came along. But Toyota, the air conditioning. With General Motors cars, you can count. You know, when your odometer hits 70,000 miles or 60,000, you can count that air conditioning just giving up the ghost. Oh, your air conditioning doesn't work? That's going to be about $6,000 to fix. And even then, it's probably not going to be as good as new. This is as good as new. And I've hit some horrible obstructions on the road. One right after I bought the car, and I was like really upset. The construction crew didn't put a ramp on the new surface for the road. So when you hit it, it was just like hitting like a 5-inch wall sitting there on the road. I mean, I won't get started on the construction, the quality of the labor, but I thought for sure that's going to at least break the air conditioning, and it didn't. It just kept on working. And it has to do with the engine mount. They have 3 engine mounts under the engine, supporting it from underneath, but then they have one on top that stabilizes the engine and keeps it, it mitigates the yaw effect of impact. And that's what kills air conditioning connections, hoses, whatever you want to call them. And you think General Motors would have figured that out? No. They didn't care. They didn't care. They don't care. So anyway, it's humid, but it has not been that hot, which is like such a blessing. I'm looking out over the soybean crop, which I go on and on about, but it's it's just amazing. Just to look at this. May, let's just say it went in May, June, July. Basically, that's 3 months of growth there. Man, what a bumper crop. Wow. All right, so it's good news. Saturday, some weekend. It doesn't make any difference. Actually, I prefer the weekdays anymore because there's less to grapple with. If you're driving somewhere, the weekends, the traffic is horrible. It's horrible all the time anyway. So the pressure for moving is starting to ramp up a little bit, and I don't know where I'm going to end up. I'm going to have to start really working the telephone soon, you know. Did the Wawa again. Dunkin' Donuts, you know, I went there yesterday because I was in that area where there was a drive-in Dunkin' Donuts I used to go to a lot. And I ordered like a small latte, I think. But they don't have sugar-free there. So when the guy brings me my latte, I asked him, I said, do you guys ever think you'll have any sugar, like a sugar-free offering? He says, oh, we do sugar-free right now. I was like, what? That doesn't say that on the menu. That was, and actually I think I called him to the mat on it. You know, I said, what do you mean you have sugar-free? It doesn't say anything like that on your menu. And he goes, well, you just have to ask for the latte, and then you gotta say, you know, you want it sugar-free, and then, you know, the flavor of a latte has sugar in it. That's where the sugar comes from. They don't add sugars to sugar to lattes, but the syrup they put in it that gives it the flavor, mocha, whatever the case may be, it has sugar. And it could be loaded with sugar, for all you know. Sugar is the enemy. Make no mistake about it. All you people that have obesity problems, man, there's some bad ones. Just cut back on the sugar. That's a step in the right direction, you know. I had a weight problem around 2012 when Martin was graduating from college. I looked at myself and I was like, there was a picture that was taken of me. I was 215 pounds. I'm 170. I'm 170 pounds now, give or take a few. That's 30, 45 pounds, something like that, between 45 and 50 pounds. I did not like the way I looked at all. Well, anyway, there are things you can do to mitigate those difficulties of life, and I'm glad I did. There were some things I should have done that I didn't do, and you know, in that prayer that they say in church so often, please forgive us for things left undone. Oh my goodness, I left a couple of things undone, and it comes back to haunt you. You know, I'm saying this from the bottom and the top and the middle of my heart. Okay, don't leave anything undone, especially if it involves a problem in a relationship. I made it was a really bad mistake that I made, you know, it's really bad. Anyway, peace out, goodbye.